everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
In the red zone this time. Play action. Now Wentz. He's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for it with Montgomery. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here we go. On second down, Webb dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL is described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Webb. To the left side here for Eifert. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first and 10, Webb. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Des Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught by Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. To throw is Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is. And
he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now he's got a man complete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Webb now from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Wentz now on 1st down. An interception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they'll run. Murray into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And he's got it up and through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
He really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Webb. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Webb to Mixon on the check down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice session,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Wins to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. The ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. They run. Smallwood pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll try the right side with Murray. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback than expected.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that. Some big...
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 39. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. From the gun, Webb. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This one fielded at the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A give. This is Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw again. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Webb. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Webb to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Here's Webb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Webb. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Operating from the gun, Webb. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On second down, Smallwood. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeMarco Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second down. Webb got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw, Webb. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after now from Sturgis. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Eagles hands team. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw on second down. Webb, complete. Richardson has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. Green, 39. Over.
From the gun on third down. Webb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first and 10, Webb. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
you.